Hello and a very warm welcome to TechCircle. Today we are in conversation with Rahul Agarwal, who is the CEO and Managing Director at Lenovo India. We'll be talking about how COVID-19 has affected the company's operations, its sales, and strategies going ahead.
Firstly, I wanted to ask, how has the COVID pandemic affected the hardware and technology sector as a whole? And how do you think this has reflected in Lenovo's operations?
I think whether it's technology or any other industry, people are still figuring out the full impact of COVID. And therefore, at this stage, there is a short-term impact that people are more sure of. And then there's a long-term impact that people are kind of doing a lot of business modeling to see what may actually happen. So in the short term, I think devices have become more relevant for households at least. If I break down we do a lot of devices. We sell tablets, we sell phones, we sell data centers. But still the bulk of what we sell in India is still PCs. So when you talk about PC, you got to talk about commercial demand and consumer demand. Consumer demand is people like you and me using it in our homes. So that demand, we've seen a bit of a bump up because schools are not opening, and at least the private schools, which have a certain minimum fee structure, are saying that they will do online schooling. So we've seen that demand go up. Now market just opened up, so we are still seeing it, but there is a good robust demand. But even with that demand, I see the overall market, if I look at Jan to June, the consumer market is going down by almost 20%, which is huge, because that actually we were expecting it to go up by 5%. So net, I think we are getting badly hit by COVID in that, despite the work from home, learn from home going up. Second is the commercial market. When the lockdown was suddenly announced, a lot of companies kind of ran helter-skelter to give laptops to their employees, especially the ones which were export-oriented, like the large consulting companies or the large software companies. And we got a tremendous rush to supply immediately, which we are still doing, by the way, because nobody can supply so fast. But once that got over, I think we're seeing a bit of a decline, which is understandable because people are not going to hire, people are going to cut their capex, people are going to cut their expenses, so they will buy computers only if they must. Tablet business, however, we are seeing a big surge because all these online education portals are really, getting a big boost.
Okay.
So like the likes of Byju's or Vedantu's or Topper, they're growing very fast. So I think that demand is definitely growing.
Okay, so how have the sales been across geographies, if I may to ask? Because you are saying that the demand sort of dipped initially and then it picked up, and now how are you seeing it go ahead, and how are they are currently right now? And any particular strategies that are underway as COVID contingencies?
If I look at April, May, June, because there was a sudden lockdown, I think our sales would still be good in April, May, June. But we have to watch what happens from July. I'm already seeing the fresh demand dipping. Now, when I look at outside India, globally, IDC is saying that the PC demand may go down by about 8 to 10% from April to March. So that will affect all the vendors. But if you look at it holistically, I think we have to be prepared for a slowdown in the second half.
So Rahul, as a hardware manufacturer, Lenovo must be buyer of several enterprise technologies which power its interactive device interface. So how has that side of business held up in these times?
So I think we're seeing a bit of action there. For example, when large organizations allow their employees to work on sensitive projects from home, there is a clear element of security. We are now offering pretty aggressively our VDI capabilities, which we do in partnership with our data center group. On the other hand, we're also reselling a lot and implementing a lot of security solutions to make sure that people are assured of security. Now people are asking us, hey, earlier I had, let's say, 10 offices, but now I have 15,000 offices in all parts of the country. So, but I still want my after sales support to be at the same level. Now that requires a lot of rework. So we are reworking on that. We're also enhancing what we call managed services portfolio, where we are telling people that, hey guys, don't worry about the devices, about the maintenance, whether it's software, hardware. We will do end to end. Asset management, data transfer, uh, manageability of the issue, security. So we are seeing a lot of interest in our offerings on that front.
On the workplace side, how have you implemented the work from home shift? Like, was there any particular difficulty with that particular arrangement?
Because we manufacture laptop, we gave every single employee in our company has already had a laptop. We already had a good flexible work from home policy. And to a large extent, we don't really care where employees are. Of course, a certain degree of face-to-face interaction is important. Many people, including me, would be more comfortable with face-to-face. But we were never rigid. So for us, it was like we didn't even have to click a button. People could just continue working from home.
Rahul, as a CEO, how are you planning your day-to-day and how are you managing with the employees?
Fundamentally, my life has not changed a lot. I usually have about 8 to 10 meetings a day. Mm-hmm. It's just that staying at home has made me think about each meeting. Is it really needed? So at least I think I'm cutting down 15-20% of the meeting to create more thinking time. Number two, I'm connecting a lot more with my leadership team as well as with employees. Number three is we are saying, hey, can we use this opportunity to come up with some new ideas? So we're actively driving about 22 ideas that really we never pushed ourselves to do. Third, I think there is an eye that I'm keeping on what we can contribute to the society, because I think everyone has, whoever can, should play a part in helping the needy.
Right.
And fifth, I think the big message that I'm telling everyone is maintain your calm. Sky is always falling, but sky never falls. So hold your calm and do not over-analyze the situation. Do not over-consume the social media and do not become experts on COVID-19.